Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I am Mike, and thank you all for spending a couple minutes of your day with me. I'm here, I'm hungover, and I've got good fucking news.
The funky group to fuck you.
Now, before I say anything, I do want to say this. If you follow Scream at all, if you check on updates or look at news sources or whatever, you are very, very, very likely to hear this on your own. You'd have to have your head way, way, way down under the sand to never hear this. That being said, I want to be as respectful as I can. If you're planning on muting it all and not following it at all, then you may want to turn off the video now, because I might tell you something that maybe if you try really hard, you wouldn't find out until you saw the movie. And I don't want to ruin the movie for anybody. We just did a whole video about that, about spoilers disguised as scoops. Do me a favor, just mute it and open up a new tab if you don't want to hear it, so that our algorithm doesn't get all fucked up. But honestly, I think it's futile. You're going to hear this at some point. It's out there in the wide open, and eventually one of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to save this for the movie as a surprise, or they're just going to come out and announce it officially very, very soon, because of all the ass grabbing going on. But that being said, here we go. Are you ready for it? The rumors that we've heard were true. Nev Campbell, certainly sounds like Nev Campbell's actually back for Scream 6, that they have come to an agreement. Now, this doesn't only come from viewer Anon, who is, we've talked about him before. They got good shit. Viewer Anon's got good shit. Great track record. Good shit. My mom loves your shit. So they've come out and said, yes, I've heard Nev Campbell will actually appear in Scream 6. But the bigger news is that the deal apparently calls for a much bigger role in Scream 7. Ooh, now that's not the only place. You guys know how I work. I've talked about this before. I feel like I'm one of the hardest people to convince that any of these rumors and backdoor dealings. I told you I was hungover. I got no brain cells left. I don't know what you want from me. You guys know how hard I am to convince when it comes to this stuff. So it's not just viewer non that's telling me this. I have a friend who knows what the fuck is up, who is telling me this as well. And if it was either or, I may not even report on or do a video at all. I like to have at least two people that I trust, two outlets that I trust.
Now you're talking double team supreme.
To come together with the same news before I will, say that I believe it. And I'm actually to the point now with this that I believe it.
Have you ever been worked on? But you guys who are hot for your snatch.
Either way, let's talk about the good news instead of all the spoilery farts that we've been talking about. The good news about this whole thing is that I am totally right about Stu, and you all fucking know it now. God, so many people are, God damn it, Mike, right now. He's fucking dead. Let it go. Let the Stu train die. But let me tell you this. I said in my Scream 6 pitch video, now this was a pitch for Scream 6. Granted, that's not going to happen, but we've talked about before what would be awesome, and it certainly seems like it may be tracking this way. What would be fucking awesome is if in Scream 6, Ghostface gets away. How pissed off were some people at the end of 5 when they're like, it's Richie, of course it is. That's so obvious. Richie and Amber. I hate how obvious it was. Now, in Scream 6, they are going to subvert expectations by not showing you the fucking killer at all. I'm not saying they're going to do this, that I have a source that's done none of that shit. I'm just saying that this would be rad. If at the end of Scream 6, Ghostface actually gets away with it. Sidney's barely in the movie. Ghostface actually gets away with it. They don't reveal who he is. And then at the end of the movie, he either calls Sidney, or they call Sidney to bring her in, or he attacks Sidney, or whatever it is. But at the end of the movie, that could be the cameo. And then in 7, it's like, holy shit, this is not your everyday average Ghostface. This fucker got away with it because Sidney wasn't here, right? And then maybe Sidney comes into the picture because he's saying she has an even bigger role in 7. Maybe Sidney comes in the picture in 7. Maybe, just fucking maybe, Stu has been running this whole goddamn thing from behind the scenes, and they're waiting until 7 for the reveal of the killer. It's a 2-movie killer arc because Stu is fucking worth that much. And my whole idea behind this, you guys, is that that was actually Stu in the hospital scene in 5. I did a whole video on the Scream 6 pitch. I'll put that at the end if you haven't seen it. But my whole idea about this is that was actually Stu in the Ghostface suit in the hospital in 5, because as we know, it doesn't match with Amber's height. It doesn't make any sense that was Amber. Yes, at the end of the movie, she says, "I killed him," but she very well could have just been saying that just to fuck with Gail in that moment, to you know, dig her thumb in the bullet hole, the wound, stick your dick in a vice grip. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Good. Let's move on. And how was Stu alive? Stu was alive because at the end, the sheriff, who we haven't seen since the beginning one, was friends with his parents, who were obviously rich as fuck. Have you seen that house? Oh my God, they were rich as fuck. Have friends in high places. One of the kids who left the party to go see the principal's dead body hanging from the field goal post got in a drunk driving accident on the way there because they were trash and they were driving. They almost hit Dewey and Gail. They get in an accident on the way there. One of the kids gets burnt to a crisp. They switch out the records. It's boom. Everybody thinks Stu's dead. There's why nobody's mentioned Stu for 6 movies, because everybody thinks he is dead. It's hard to finagle, but with the right at the reveal when it's Stu and he explains it all in the way that only Matthew Lillard could, holy fuck, would that be amazing. But anyway, that's all in that video. I don't want to go too deep into that. I feel like I make a good argument. So watch that video before you yell at me. Or don't, whatever. Ice cream sandwiches for everyone. Here's the other thing I think could be possible. Why the fuck am I doing this? You will not tell me what to do with my lawnmower. It wouldn't surprise me if somehow this all played into the plot of the movie, because why else would this happen behind the scenes and them not announce it? Everyone's mad, everyone's upset at Spyglass Paramount. They've been called sexist, all this stuff. Not a great look for them at all. So if they signed her, you would think they would throw a fucking parade in the streets and be like, "We paid our girl." You know what I mean? So if they don't do that, that makes me think even more that all of this has a very, very meta tie-in to the actual movie. That could also be looking way, way, way too deep into it. I don't know. But I cannot wait to see your comments and you yelling at me about Stu down below. But I gotta be me. I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. I love your all's fucking faces. Thank you for spending this time with me today. And great news, everybody. It looks like Neve Campbell is for sure back in fucking Scream. By the way, that's the official title. Fucking Scream. Everybody's like, what are they gonna call it? Scream 6? Screams? Fucking Scream is the name of the movie. That would be ballsy. I love your fucking faces. You guys have an amazing Thursday. And we'll see you guys super soon. What are you gonna do on October 31st?
What are you gonna do on October 31st?
Here comes that white-faced fucker, an asshole like no other. He's a big old piece of shit. Wants to stab your sister's tits cause he's a white-faced fucker. Loomis can't recover. Dr. Challenge drunk again, sleeping with your sister's friends.
Do you want to know about the darkness?
I said, God damn.
God damn you, faggot!
I said, God damn.
A lot of people don't know the darkness that goes inside their hearts.
I said, God damn.